back. Do me a favor and take them off. Malazines like to play pranks sometimes.
Did you hear what happened with the sky in that lamp?
Right. Hello? Yes, I'm here, and well, and also we've got Twitch drops active, so feel free to grab those. We're going to be doing the Archon quest, the murder mystery. Well, if I've listened to the live stream correctly. So let's just drink. We are in Mondstadt. Nothing is happening. And we have turned off co-op because look at that internet. Oof. Hello? Sus. Return to special story mode. I never opted to go out of it, but okay, let's go. Continue quest. I like that they give us this option. And I do notice we are a bit early. But I've been like, just stopping myself from doing it. I've been grinding for Navia, just desperately trying to keep myself distracted from going in. And we're in. Pretty. Wow, the city's all decked out. It's beautiful.
Festival season means no commissions, which means no Mora. But Catherine's always looking out for us, so we should still drop by and say hello.
And you should voice your lines. Let's go.
Greetings, traveler. Paimon.
Hey, Catherine! Still doing
I'll
the
put on
whole
autoplay.
no commissions during Windbloom thing?
In general, yes. The people of Mondstadt don't delegate their work to others this time of year.
But
But...
Feel free to take a look around. I think you'll pick up on something unusual.
I don't think she's meant to
Take
be
a
able to
look
do that.
around, huh?
No, it's...
It's finally Windbloom. And here I am ruining everything.
You're a bit tired. No big deal. Give it some time. How about doing something fun tonight? We could take a stroll or go stargazing.
Stargazing? Like we'll find a spot. You know people start reserving places on Starsnatch Cliff the moment the sun goes down.
Good grief, the entire place is beautiful.
Sorry.
Just find a
I'm
hill.
just not in the mood. I should go.
But she's not. She's
Whoa,
gonna stay there
Something's
all
off with
day, every day,
Beatrice. She would
every
never
year.
give up a chance to talk to Quinn. This is weird.
Oh, you're leaving? I can walk you home.
Ah.
No, it's okay. Thank you. I just need some time to myself. Besides, there's still something I need to do.
I'm getting Sumeru vibes.
The truth is, Quinn, not long ago,
What is it? Is there something wrong?
Never mind. It's nothing. Actually, Quinn,
Huh?
I think we should stop seeing each other for now.
Huh?
Huh?
Wait, are you saying we can't be friends anymore? I thought we were best
There goes
friends.
my alarm.
Did you see that? Beatrice ran off without looking back. Oh, we go adventuring in other nations for a bit, and one of Mondstadt's best friendship stories is already over?
Maybe they're just working at the kinks with our people.
Is this what you mean by unusual, Catherine?
This is just one example. Beatrice has been feeling down for days. But that's not all.
I'm getting serious Sumeru vibes.
It's the honorary knight in Paimon.
Is something wrong? You don't look so good.
I know a knight should be stronger than this. But I haven't been feeling right lately. I just can't focus.
Yeah, something weird's going on.
I started sleepwalking out of nowhere. Sometimes I'd even wake up in the middle of the night standing in a random location outside.
Oh
You
dear.
should see a doctor.
I did, but all the tests came back normal. The doctor said I'm fine.
Hmm.
Yeah, I even consulted Miss Barbara at the church, but her conclusion was the same. In any case, she was kind enough to pray to Lord Barbados for me to get better.
Wow.
Is it because I saw something I wasn't meant to see?
Oh, you too.
Sorry, this is for me to figure out. It is Windbloom after all. Anyway, I have patrol to finish. Until next time, you two.
See ya. Huh.
Is it something in the air, maybe?
Could be. Wouldn't put it past the abyss.
It appears Miss Donna is also out of sorts.
Oh, where can I find a truly fascinating man?
You're not. I thought you were hung on to
Donna is
Luke.
a huge crush on Diluc, right?
Huh?
That's what I thought too. But she seems to have changed her mind.
Oh, character development.
Is that Captain Kaya?
Oh, girl, have some taste.
Now that I look at him, he's exactly my type. How come I never felt this way before?
I'm flattered, Miss Donna, although I do wonder whether that was intended for outside ears.
Oh, no, of course not. I'm sorry, Captain. Just pretend I didn't say anything. And, have a happy Windbloom.
Y'all need to get some more sleep. I intend to, my dear, but first a question, if you don't mind. What is sudden change of heart? I was under the impression Master Diluc was the object of your affections.
Good question, Kaya.
So, you knew about that?
I think everyone knew about it.
Well, Master Diluc came into the city not too long ago, but when I saw him, it was like the butterflies just weren't there anymore.
She grew up, yay.
If I had to compare it to something, it would be like waking up and realizing you're married to a man you don't love.
You've never been married.
But then I saw you, and it wasn't that something was different about you. I can't really explain it. It was just a feeling.
I understand, and I'm flattered also to bring back the butterflies, but I do need to see to some business, so I'll take my leave.
Oh, here he comes. Well, surprised to see us?
Not at all. You're exactly the two people I've been trying to find. So, Traveller Paimon, how you been? And how about you and the rest of the Knights of Phonia? Something weird hinky's going on. The answer to that requires a private conversation. Catherine, do you mind?
Not at all. Have fun, you three.
Where's she gonna go?
So, you said you were looking for us.
Yes, Jean sent me to find you when she heard you were back in Mondstadt. But let's discuss the finer details back at headquarters. Maybe I should have waited for longer. Like, next patch. Maybe it would be voiced by then. I suppose I could just swap it to Japanese. Oh, wait, I can't. Aha. Shoot, it's a special story mode. I've never seen him do that before. Oh, really is it? No, we're stuck voicing it, okay. I shall loyally voice every single Mondstadt character apart from Paimon. Why not? So far, Kaya's got no voice. The NPCs are just fine.
Ah, Kaya. You found
Yay!
them.
Eula's still got a voice. Yep, I managed to track him down.
Good. With what's about to happen, it's great to have you in town.
Whoa, headquarters are packed. What's going on?
Honorary Knight Paimon. Oh, it's an honor to meet you. I believe introductions are in order?
Note. His name's Note. Allow me. You have Note, Captain of the Second Company. Seiron, Captain of the Third Company. Eula, Captain of Fourth Company. And me, of course, Captain of the Ninth Company.
Oh, you're all captains?
That's right. Master Jean is waiting for you inside. She'll explain everything.
I know he's like an NPC, But look at him. He looks good. We get one average character in pool for them. I know he's not got a funky hairdo. I just want someone in Knights of Favonius armor. Ah, Traveller Paimon, thank you for coming. Excuse my voice. It is gone. Is everything alright? There are tons of people outside. Ah yes, that would be the captains. You know a few of them already, but I'm sure there are some new faces. Ones you can't pull for, unfortunately. I do need to keep this place staffed after all. There have been a number of incidents in Mondstadt. In order to wrap up the case, I gathered all the captains of the Knights of Favonius together to hold a trial.
A trial? But this is Mondstadt, not Fontaine.
Justice is a thing, Paimon. I can understand the confusion. You never participated in one of our trials before. In truth, we haven't had to conduct one in quite some time. The Knights of Favonius oversees most matters of law and order in Mondstadt. Of course, in the interest of fairness, major cases are jointly tried jointly with the Church. Oh dear. Under the guidance of Barbatos, the Knights uphold chivalric justice in the spirit of our order. Oof. And the Church carries blessings and goodwill wherever the wind can reach. And today's case requires a joint trial by both parties.
Which means it's a serious one. So, do you need our help?
Hold on. The group of people we saw in the corridor just now, there was someone missing. Where's Albedo?
Right. He's the captain of the investigation team. But we didn't see him out there.
A keen observation, Traveller. That happened to be exactly why I called you here. You did not call me here. We turned up. In the upcoming trial against Captain Albedo, we will do our utmost to understand the facts of this case and deliver a fair and impartial verdict.
Albedo is the one on trial? What did he do?
Jane, it's time. Understood. Traveller Paimon, come with me. If we have to do a multiple choice thing, I'm not going to be happy. I will Google it. Because I've moved the streaming time down to evening for a reason. And unfortunately, the streaming time conflicts with my sleep schedule. Ooh, music. Please sit wherever you like. I only ask that you remain calm, no matter what you hear. I need to head over there. Don't worry, the trial will be fair. Now that everyone is gathered, let us begin. With Grandmaster Varka away from Mondstadt for the time being, I, Jean Gunhilder, will oversee today's proceedings. Mr. Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, will serve as assessor. As representatives of our respective organizations, we will ensure a just verdict in this case.
Oh, that's a new face. Deacon of the Church. Does that mean he works with Barba and Rosaria?
Paimon, be quiet. The defendant in today's case is the captain of the investigation team, Albedo. Albedo, what do you do? Certain aspects of this case are classified, and it remains uncertain whether the alleged victims are citizens of Mondstadt. As such, this trial is not open to the public. And yet the public is still here. The identities of the victims are still unknown. Strange. If guilt is established in this case, all facts will be made public after the final verdict is delivered. Now, the captain of the logistics company, Miss Herfa, will present the charges. The court appoints Mr. Kaya to speak on Mr. Albedo's behalf. Are both parties ready to proceed? Yes.
Ready to proceed.
Miss Herfa, the floor is yours.
Prior to this trial, the Knights of Favonius, in conjunction with the Church, launched an investigation into Mr. Albedo for suspected murder and unlawful disposal of human remains.
Oof.
Murder?
Oh.
A witness stated that, 11 days ago, in the middle of the night, she saw the defendant southeast of the city gates, dragging a large object she later identified as a human body.
No. There's no way.
Paimon, shush.
We now call that witness to the stand. Beatrice, please tell us what you saw.
So that's what she was trying to tell Quinn earlier.
Well, I was out late that night on business. And when I came back, I saw someone in the moonlight that looked like Mr. Albedo. He was dragging a huge bag of some kind. I thought it was strange, so I followed him. Then, there was a sudden flash of golden light. The bag opened, and inside there was a body. Mr. Albedo's vision allows him to manipulate the ground with ease. So he buried it, and then removed any traces on the ground. Before he left, it seemed like he looked in my direction. Maybe it was just my imagination, but I was terrified thinking he might kill me too. Luckily, he didn't see me.
And I turned to the defendant. Describe your whereabouts that night. I was working in my office on the second floor of the Knights of Favonius headquarters. That's right, the next day the defendant submitted his latest environmental report on the Dragonspine region. Considering the length of the text, it must have taken a considerable amount of time to finish.
Can anyone attest to the fact that the defendant was working in his office that night?
No.
Then the length of the report is not a sufficient alibi.
This isn't looking good.
If the crime did occur as you described, then what about the body? You mentioned that the joint investigation. Well, was the body recovered?
Not yet.
In other words, you dug up the location Miss Beatrice described and found nothing. You don't find that suspicious?
I know what I saw. I'm telling the truth, Miss Hertha, I swear. Also, didn't you say that speaking out would help protect the people of Mondstadt? Otherwise, I'd never put myself out here like this.
You're doing the right thing. Besides, the investigation wasn't fruitless. A single man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes near the crime scene.
Objection. I can't.
The same location the witness described. If no crime occurred, then is all this just a coincidence?
Probably. And yet no victim has been identified, correct?
It's true. No one has been reported missing. However, Miss Beatrice harbors no ill will toward the defendant. Her testimony clearly points to a crime, and she has no reason to lie.
Oh. She's a bit flighty. Does the defendant wish to say anything in response? You may believe otherwise, Miss Hertha, but I did not kill a single person. As a knight and the captain of the investigation team, I have a duty to protect Mondstadt and its people. You accuse me of murder, but there is no body or motive.
The defendant raises an important point. Motive. Yet, I must be frank, not all murders are premeditated. Spontaneous conflict can also have unforeseen consequences. Nevertheless, I don't intend to prosecute this case on circumstantial evidence alone. Which brings me to the second charge against Mr. Albedo.
Second charge?
Please proceed.
7 days ago, at dawn, a witness saw the defendant dispose of the body of an adult male in the area between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery. I now call the second witness to the stand.
Another witness? DeLuc Ravinger. Please tell the court what you saw. At around 3:40 in the morning, I saw Mr. Albedo dispose of a body beneath a cliff. It was dark, but he used the power of Geo to illuminate his surroundings. From what I could tell, it looked like the body of an adult male, tall and thin, but I couldn't make out the age. He buried the body beneath the cliff and smoothed out the ground to remove any traces.
We now have accounts from two separate witnesses that describe the same modus operandi. Would you call that a coincidence?
I would only inquire as to what Mr. DeLuc was doing in the area so early in the morning. Not the most opportune time for a stroll. Is there such a thing? Dawn Winery is my home. It's not usual for me to take walks in the area. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. That's all. Master Luke is a well-respected figure in Mondstadt. I see no reason for him to fray Mr. Albedo. Yet, the question remains, where are the bodies?
Before you suggest a lack of evidence, Mr. Kaya, you should know. After the defendant left that morning, the witness found this where the body was buried.
And this is what looks like the teeth and femur of a human. Now, it does beg the question, if the burial was fresh, why is this all that remains of the body? But I suppose Mr. Albedo is the only one who can answer that. Careful for now, Master Luke. I do believe I hear a presumption of guilt in there somewhere.
These remains suggest an accelerated rate of decomposition. Considering the defendant's profession, there's reason to suspect that alchemy is at play here. Both witnesses saw golden light, a known byproduct of alchemy. That's how the defendant destroyed the bodies. The light also explains how the witnesses were able to get a clear view of the events in the dark.
So that's your angle. Alchemy. A logical assessment. We have a witness of our own. The afternoon before the alleged second murder, Mr. Albedo had a lengthy intellectual exchange with student Sucrose. The two were in the library until the next morning. Why did the discussion last so long? Miss Sucrose was presenting results of her research. She noticed some flaws in the data and insisted on reviewing her calculations until the next morning with Mr. Albedo present. That's right, we were in the library together.
You're certain Mr. Albedo was present the whole time?
Yes, and I know Mr. Albedo would never kill someone. He could never be that cruel.
Nevertheless, the other witnesses have no reason to lie. Tell me, Miss Sucrose, that meeting in the library, were you awake the whole time? Sounds like a considerable duration to go without sleep.
Oh,
I do hope you can be truthful with us. It concerns the safety of countless Mondstadt citizens. A crime like this cannot go unpunished.
I'll take it from here. During our meeting, Sucrose did fall asleep not long after midnight. It's alright, Sucrose. You don't have to lie for me. This is a sacred place of judgment. The truth is paramount. Mr. Albedo? I see then. I'm afraid your alibi cannot be substantiated. Do you understand? Yes, I know claiming innocence without proof isn't enough. But the prosecution's argument has its own holes. There has been no mention of a motive, or what exact method could reduce a human's body to those remains.
No conclusive evidence of guilt. But the witness accounts do match to an extent that can't be dismissed. This is a tricky one.
So why is it Conway and Dahlia? Because it definitely Conway with those eyes.
Allow me to submit another piece of evidence. The investigators intercepted one of Mr. Albedo's correspondences. I will now read the pertinent parts to the court.
A correspondence? Oh no, that envelope does look like it belongs to Mr. Albedo.
I have never abandoned the subject of human research. In fact, delving deeper into Dragonspine has led me to realize that the concept of life could be further expanded and transformed into that of birth. The mystery of human birth is often linked to death. As such, death is the most suitable material for the creation of new life. To that end, we must engage in a process of putrefaction and refinement.
That feels like he's been framed for something. Putrefacting, which I just heard pronounced and I can't do it, and refinement.
Is that in reference to an alchemical process?
The letter continues. Experimental trials have been carried out in the northwestern part of Dragonspine, in the area southeast of Mondstadt's main gate. The data is as expected. Just as you endeavored to do, I too shall take up the path of creation, and break through current limitations to reach a new realm of living beings.
I trust the investigators have confirmed this to be the defendant's handwriting, and that the letter makes more than a passing mention of putrefaction and refinement.
Correct. Not to mention, the locations indicated in the letter match both crime scenes. What more can we trust than the defendant's own words?
I'm sure it isn't the plant, Albedo.
No, it can't be true.
Come on, shush. I can't believe it.
A guilty verdict cannot be delivered without sufficient evidence. In order to protect all parties involved, that is what our principles demand. My original assessment was that we lacked said evidence. But now, it seems the only remaining questions are the identities of the victims and the specific alchemical process used in this case.
Huh. Then we are in agreement. The evidence is inconclusive on the charges of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains. The court finds the defendant guilty. The people in attendance appear shocked. No one can believe such a kind and well-mannered person like Albedo could commit such a crime. Jean stipulates that those unsatisfied with the verdict will have time to submit an objection or appeal, but most appear hopeless in this moment. As you watch, Albedo's been taken back to headquarters, and you get a strange feeling that someone hidden is about to come to light. It all comes back to the letter, a secret that you and Albedo knew all too well, but the people in Mondstadt have yet to discover.
Why would Albedo do something like that? Oh, this has to be a nightmare.
Albedo told me a secret once, that he was a synthetic human created by Fur Alchemy. Could that have something to do with this case? But what, following in Rhindotter's footsteps, just because he's an alchemical creation? That'd make him more suspicious. Well, this took a turn for the worst.
Rosaria! Oh, when did you get here?
Caroline, you're really unobservant. She was unobservant. She was there the whole time. I've been here the whole time. I happen to have a message to pass along. For us? Yes. You're needed at Star Snatch Cliff. He's waiting for you there.
Who is he?
You'll know when you get there. Go on now. Time's like the wind. It waits for no one. It's Venti, isn't it? It's definitely Venti. Because she can't even remember the Archon's name. Okay, she can't remember the animal Archon's. We'll review it a bit. This is why these quests need to all be redoable. Ooh. Time for us to skedaddle. What is the court? Is the court still open? Are you going to comment? Yeah, Okay. Okay, so we're out of the domain. It's been a long time since I was down here. So quite literally, I've pre-grinded everything here for a character I do not have or know exists yet. No, I'm sorry, Lynn. You can just... Oh. Hello, Lynn. What do you want? Carrots. Sure. Yeah. At least Navi gets some companionship EXP.
Try and stop me.
You know what? I think I made a good decision here because I actually swapped. I swapped between monitors. I was previously using my TV, but now I've gone right back to using a monitor. And it's way better. It was Venti. Knew it. Ah, Traveler Paimon, I could hear your arrival upon the wind. Were you looking for me?
Venti, did you send us that message?
No,
Oh.
I did.
Huh? Okay, what's Mr. Hydro Cat Imitator Conrian doing?
Whoa, where did you come from? Wait, Venti, do you know this guy? His name is, what is his name again?
Dahlia.
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, and Herald of the Animal Archon Barbados. Not gonna forget next time, right?
Probably. So you called us here so we'd meet with Venti?
That's right. I noticed you during the trial. The legendary honorary knight. You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your mind, so I thought we should have a chat.
Well, you'd call us here from all the way from that lad.
After all, I am the Herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animo Archon in the loop.
And yet, for the past few crises, you've been completely absent. Good job.
Wait then, you know about...
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
Don't worry. Dahlia and I are close. He knows everything. Literally everything. Besides, a god needs someone to communicate their will in a formal setting, and no one does that better than Dahlia.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
Yep, if you mean his true identity, then yes, we do.
So, you know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you.
Ah well, I knew from the moment Rheindotter and Alice bought Albedo's from Mondstadt. When those two are in town, no one can afford to slack off. The Crowned Prince, a perfect specimen of synthetic life. At this stage in the case, there are countless questions surrounding Albedo's motive. His true identity is a potential weakness.
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree. That's how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
That's not going to help his case, Paimon.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other. A very common phenomenon.
Oh great, we're doing this with fantastical racism here. Which means we need to find a way to help your friend. What do you know about the situation, Venti? Me? Well, I know that Albedo is a synthetic being, and a lot of strange things have been happening in Mondstadt, even though Windbloom should be out drinking and having fun.
We noticed that too! The minute we got here, something was off.
We shared our observations.
I've picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts. Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master Diluc.
When no love remains for the songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free.
What are you getting at, Tone Deaf Bard?
Oh, just making a comment. There's always unavoidable trials in life. At least that's what Barbados would say. A certain someone is going to need to overcome a trial like that. In such case, even the Seven know better than to tamper with fate. If only there was such a brave soul willing to aid their friend in his time of need. Should he meet a terrible fate, all of Mondstadt could be worse for it.
If you wanted our help, you could have just asked, you know.
Yes, the lyrical waxing was kind of unnecessary. Well, even if Albedo wasn't at the centre of the case, protecting Mondstadt is part of being an honorary knight, right? You'll still have to help, of course, which is why I've prepared a little surprise. Behold!
Paimon remembers that Jumpy Dumpty!
Don't worry, I removed the fuse, so it's not going to explode. Say hello to the Dodo communication device.
So, this thing belongs to you now?
We're old pals. Don't think she'd care if I borrowed it for a few days. Anyway, this invention, with a little help from a trick of mine, will allow us to keep us in touch. Just take it out and we can chat. We'll do our best to uncover the truth. That's all I ask. No matter what comes, you have the wind on your side. He stole it from Alice, didn't he? So how are you doing?
I suppose we're old pals too at this point.
And you were useless for the previous crises. Indeed, your companionship is like a breeze that lingers in the air, warm and familiar.
In all this time, I've never witnessed Lord Barbados approach anything in a serious manner. Perhaps this time, I'm in for something special.
Barbados! Seriously? Huh, you give him too much credit.
Hardly. It's not blind faith, you know. I've always had unwavering belief in the animal Archon.
Is that so? I wonder what Barbatos thinks about that. Perhaps you'd pray to him and find out.
Good idea. I'll tell him I still haven't deciphered his drunken musings from our 3 trips to the tavern last month. His wisdom is sure to reveal itself in time.
Oh, you know what? I forget about Barbatos, Talia. Treat me to a drink instead. You wouldn't refuse me, would you?
A dear friend like you? Never.
Trying to imagine what sort of character that is. I don't really gel with Mondstadt's clothing themes. Look at that. Look at those knees. There. Oh, pardon me, I'm gonna hiccup. Let's head back to Mondstadt. Which does look spectacular on a monitor, I must say. Kind of hope Albedo did do it, because I can just... Oh no, because I'm not pulling for Albedo, so it wouldn't really matter. Yeah, let's have him be innocent. I have a question in regarding continuity. Is Donna down here still mooning over the Luke? I need to know. Or have they actually moved her? Or have they been lazy? Yeah, see? Donna? Oh, they shut her up. Are you here for the flowers? Yeah, she's heartbroken. Huh. So we can suddenly read her mind. And it didn't really fix it. But it's just a lot quieter, I suppose. Huh? Oh, I almost missed that. Here we go again. Return to story mode. Why couldn't they just add a new area? Or just have a door and make it open? Or let's go to the 2nd floor of the Felonious headquarters and have a door there. Or we can move a bookshelf and have a secret door. It's not like we expect these areas to match up with the exteriors. I know you all must be shocked, but the evidence is solid. Albedo's situation is not looking good.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something like that. Using living people as alchemical test subjects? It's like something out of a novel.
Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
Has that map changed up there? This version of events is hard for me to accept as anyone. But Varka once says Albedo is very different from the rest of us. Perhaps there are things we still need to learn about him. Let's see what Albedo has to say for himself first. Would you mind giving me a moment, everyone? A private matter requires my attention.
Hey, Jean!
Traveler Paimon. Perfect timing. Kaya has a favour to ask. Like Jean said after the verdict, we have time to submit an appeal, and I will do my utmost to convince Albedo to accept. He's been acting strange, and I can't read him for the life of me, but I need you two to start investigating the case. Investigate the case? Yes, it's also time for you to get involved. You want to join the joint investigation? No, we'd like you to launch an investigation of your own. I'll continue working on his defense in the meantime. If you find anything that might help his case, just let me know. I know it's against the spirit of the season to task you with this, but Albedo is a trusted member of our ranks. We owe him the benefit of the doubt. Understood. I'll look into the case on my own. I know you'll get to the bottom of this, traveler. You've never failed us in our time of need.
But what if the accusations turn out to be true?
Then you will have done Munch that great service all the same. I'm expecting a retrial. Until then, you're welcome to look around Albedo's office on the 2nd floor. Ooh, we're going up. I'm counting on you. We're going to the 2nd floor. Jean, words. Thank you for agreeing to investigate. We're counting on you. Has that map changed? I feel like it's changed. 2nd floor, 2nd floor. Kind of surprised he doesn't have his own room to blow things up. Oh, we're going up. You can't block me. Oh, nice chandelier. Oh wait, that's the same way I've got in my shred teapot. Can I go in here? Oh, I've got 3 floors. Can I go in here? No. Can I go up here? Aha! I knew it. What's down here? This is the same. Yeah, same. I'm being silly. But we go upstairs. You'd better leave this open.
Wait, Captain Kaya. Surely I can't just...
These two are here on Jean's orders. She asked them to investigate Albedo's office.
Oh, in that case, head on in.
He looks old. And a bit malnourished.
So this is Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got this set up in my shred teapot, I think. Alright, I have some work of my own, so I'll leave you to it. Good luck, you two.
Right back at ya.
Time to investigate. Elemental site. Oh. I'm not going to check that one first. I want to check this first.
Alright, let's see what we can
Oh,
find.
not again. There's a stack of books on the desk, mostly related to alchemy, environmental science, and life science. Some of the pages have been marked with alchemical symbols, and others have S-shaped or triangular symbols drawn on them. Any potential meaning is unclear. We need to get Sucrose in on this.
Wow, these books are so fancy. Albedo must have gone to great lengths to get them.
Investigate underneath the book? Almost. Your hand slipped on moving the book, causing the hardcover to shake the desk. The resulting noise is a bit unusual. Ka-thunk. It's subtle, but to an experienced adventurer it sounds too hollow. Almost like there's a compartment within the desk.
Wait, it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk.
There does appear to be a compartment added to one side of the desk. It is very well hidden. The lock mechanism is complex and seems to involve elemental power in some way. Perhaps I could try using the power of Geo. The hidden compartment opens. Inside I'll have a piece of paper with more information. Festering is also a manifestation of rot. Oh, we never picked up Festering Desire and it infected Albedo. Case closed. When festering forces and a sufficient amount of life energy collide, the two will repel each other, triggering a powerful side effect. When I tested this in the alchemical experiment, the results of the refinement were startling. Breaking through the shackles of life, the simulation of the blank project, I must take advantage of this opportunity.
The name of the project is blotted out in ink. What could it be?
The note mentioned festering forces, which suggests that Dragonspine could be involved somehow. If this has something to do with creating synthetic life, would Albedo have gone that far for one of your experiments? No, that can't be. Amid the notes is a map with a few markings on it. Two of the marked locations correspond to the crime scene, and the third appears to be in Dragonspine. Lovely. Oh, Oh, that's not too far away, actually. Oh. Yeah, we can... try to figure that distance. Yeah, we can walk that way. It's a hard pill to swallow, but if the results of the joint investigation are correct, there could be it could be a body hidden in the last location, or at the very least what remains of one.
Huh. What does this mean? Oh, do you think something might also be buried at the last location? Alright, that seems to be it for this place.
I haven't even checked the other stuff.
We should go tell Jean what we found.
No, we should not. I did not check the other books. No!
Oh, Vent is calling. Let's answer.
How's the investigation going? Find anything?
Oh, we found stuff alright. Stuff that only makes Albedo look even more suspicious.
I see. So Albedo's researching something that doesn't help his case, huh? We share what we've learned for Venti. We haven't checked the rest of the room. Not promising. We should be grateful Albedo's true identity remains hidden. If it gets out that he's one of Granddaughter's creations, there'd be no separating him from her past. As we know, Granddaughter's approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness, and the evidence she found, let's just say, it could convince even those closest to him of his guilt, perhaps even you. I don't think the handwriting was... the notes also sounded like him. It comes down to trust. I don't really know, but I want to.
Yeah, he's our friend. We should keep the faith. And if he really is the culprit, he must have had a reason, right? Maybe he's just not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, that must be it.
Paimon, your reason's terrible, but I think something else is going on. Either way, a fair investigation means coming to a conclusion presented by the facts. Does that mean even Venti no longer believes in him? Remaining objective has its own value. Remember, none of this is your fault. Just report back with an honest assessment of the facts.
Yeah. Well, let's go find Jean and tell her what we learned.
We're not done yet. Shit!
Wait, that's Miles. What's he doing here?
He's been rumbled.
Oh, sorry. I heard voices and wasn't sure if I should check who was inside.
You knew we were there.
Okay. We're here on Jean's orders.
Ah, I see. I'll, leave you to it then.
Fuck, we just busted Albedo's identity.
Hold on. You didn't hear what we were saying, did you?
Oh, not really. Nothing that made sense anyway.
Please be as thick as you look mentally. Come on.
Do us a favor and just forget anything you might have heard, okay?
Oh, sure. You got it.
That map we found in the hidden compartment seems important. We should check out the marked locations.
We are not done yet, Paimon.
Alright, let's see what we can find.
There we go. Test using yourself with some black powder residue at the bottom. Next to it lies a neatly written note. Chalk is the next stage after soil. The current available materials are still insufficient.
Nope. No idea what that means. Not sure if it's too hard for Paimon or too hard for anyone outside this line of work.
No, I've read his voice lines. A lockbox sits in a desk, so that spares a sign of wear. Blah 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 blah. I think the remains they're finding aren't humans. I think they were something that transmuted to look human.
Human? Transmuted? mutation? Is Albedo seriously looking into that? Ooh,
Yep.
Paimon doesn't want to think about that.
We can review. Okay. Well, I can't. Okay, I technically. Well, crap. I really do think that she's been framed.
Wow, these... The name of the project is blotted out in ink.
Okay, let's go.
Huh. Alright, that seems... We should go tell...
Anything else? You say stuff like, please keep your mouth
Since
shut.
you have Master Jean's permission.
Okay. Could talk to Jean right now, but I want to investigate first. I want to investigate the other locations first. Drawing upon my incredible memory, one of them was down here. If I go up here to this little part, or it was either here or here, but if I go up here and have a look-see, I want to see if I can meet any of the investigation team. I don't think it was here. Never mind then. Whoa. That's my teleport myself out of trouble. I don't want to believe he's guilty of this.
Nice and cool. Natland doesn't have places like this.
That's the first voice I've ever gotten her out being in this location. Cold, isn't it? Oh. He couldn't be talking about the thing, could he? Aha! A clee hole.
We should be getting close.
And the heat this... Hang on, our cold just went down. Did an animal do this or some monster?
There's a hole, but no body. The prosecution's argument is that Albedo used alchemy to destroy the bodies. But this location is different from the other two. Why not fill the hole? Or smooth out the ground like the other places?
Because it's cold as balls, Paimon. It's cold as balls. Albedo needs someone on his side. We will give him the benefit of the doubt. I have faith. I just don't think... I think this is the plant Albedo. I think he survived. Well, we got bad news and more bad news. You're back. Did you find anything?
Yeah, but none of it helps Albedo's case.
Tell her about findings. I see. A complicated result, but your efforts are appreciated. Did Albedo submit an appeal? Yes, he asked for a retrial. There are still questions surrounding the identities of the victims and the disappearance of the bodies. The minimal remains that were uncovered have been sent for forensic analysis, which should provide some answers. It's just...
What's wrong?
Ah, he told her, didn't he? If the victims turn out to be Mondstadt citizens, the situation becomes all the more serious. The second trial would likely have to be opened to the public. And I doubt public sentiment will be in Albedo's favour.
Yeah, not when the charges are so serious.
The second trial is also set to take place in 2 days. I hope you consider attending this one as well.
Of course, we'll be there. In the meantime, we should all just stay positive.
Well said. When the time comes, I'll carry out my duty to the best of my ability. Even though it'll basically kill me to do it. Bye, Traveler. Shit! Miles? We're gonna get in trouble for hiding this, aren't we? Bye-bye, honorary knight's position. He's gonna break. He's gonna say what he heard, isn't he? And he's gonna say it publicly. Dang it. Paimon, why couldn't you be voiceless? Like the rest of the characters. At least Miles would have trouble hearing it from your big gob. I'm not looking forward to this. We're just going to twiddle our thumbs for a few days. Albedo whiling away his time as we sit outside the Knights of Vilnius.
We should meet up with Jean. It's about time for the second trial.
Oh, here we go. Turn to special story mode. I think he's being framed. I really think he's being framed. Okay. We wouldn't be able to pull for him. That's the greatest evidence of all, if he was a criminal. I suppose we got Yolan on that. Ah, you two, let me know if you're ready and we'll head out. I'm ready. Everyone's fully built for a war. If you shove me in a combat situation, I will be absolutely fine. We're going to get in so much trouble for concealing that. Ladies and gentlemen, we now convene the second trial against Mr. Albedo. I, Jean Gunhilda, will once again oversee the proceedings. Everyone in attendance, I see. Gossip mongers. Representatives on both sides remain unchanged, and Mr. Dahlia will continue to serve as assessor. Ms. Hertier represents the prosecution, and Mr. Kaya speaks on behalf of the defense. We should have shared the information with him. The defendant in this case is Mr. Albedo, captain of the investigation team. With that, I now bring this trial to order. Miss Hertia, have the investigators made any new discoveries?
Yes. We sent the teeth and the femur bone found at the scene to the church's medical office, and were able to conclude that these are, in fact, human remains. In addition, the investigators were able to identify several Mondstadt citizens who appear to have been missing for quite some time. Forensic analysis of the remains allowed us to pinpoint the age and gender of the deceased. Interestingly, one of the missing individuals matches that profile to a T. The medical office couldn't spare the personnel, so Miss Rosaria is here to present the results to the court.
Hanselman, male, 46 years old, marital status single, occupation hunter. Consistent with the conclusion in the last trial, his disappearance went unreported, likely due to his lack of relatives. In addition, medical reports show that he sustained a mechanism-related injury to his leg 3 years ago. The damage on the femur bone Mr. DeLuc found is consistent with such an injury. Therefore, we can conclude that one of the victims in this case is Hanselman. A specialized technique was likely used to accelerate the rate of decomposition.
Is it reasonable to assume this technique to be alchemical in nature?
Alchemical or magical, both are possible.
Thank you for your testimony.
The identity of one of the victims is now confirmed. But what about the defendant's motive?
Considering what he wrote in the letter, we can deduce that the defendant needed subjects for an alchemy experiment. Who better than individuals whose disappearance would go unnoticed? In other words, he sacrificed the good people of Mondstadt for his own gain. A truly vile act.
Supposition.
In addition, another witness has agreed to testify. Miss Donna,
again?
If you would.
What you see now? Another one, huh?
Wait, Donna from the flower shop?
I'm sorry it took so long for me to come forward. But the night Master DeLuc saw Mr. Albedo, I was there too.
I don't believe her. I really don't believe her.
I was camping with a friend and we
that friend?
decided to stop near Dragonspine. I couldn't really get comfortable that night, so around dawn, I decided to go for a walk. And that's when I saw Master DeLuc.
Lie.
I thought it might be nice to, chat. So I headed in his direction and then I saw it. Someone at the bottom of the cliff was getting rid of a body. I was terrified the person might see me. Even after I fled, I couldn't shake that fear. And I started to wish I never had a crush on Master DeLuc in the first place.
Okay, maybe not lying. That just
If
explains
I hadn't wanted
things.
to talk to him, I would never have been in that situation. Well, I didn't want to come forward because I was scared. But Miss Hertha convinced me it was the right thing to do. I'm sorry it took me so long.
I see. Just stepping forward was brave enough, Miss Donna, and trust returns. The court thanks you for your courage and commitment to justice.
Yes. Thank you.
The two witnesses corroborate the same sequence of events. That just leaves the question of how the defendant disposed of the bodies.
I believe the answer lies in the alchemical technique mentioned in the letter. The defendant is the most accomplished alchemist in Mondstadt. He has the skill, no question.
A special investigator also uncovered some relevant evidence on the subject. I will now present it to the court.
Wait, does she mean...
Yeah, us. The evidence we found in Albedo's office. The following are pieces of evidence uncovered in Mr. Albedo's office. The most important one of which is this map. This map was found with the defendant's notes. The markings correspond with the descriptions in the letter and the location of the crime scenes. Does this map belong to you? Yes. Were you the one who marked these locations? Yes. You do realize that's basically an admission of guilt, don't you? The evidence against you is nearly insurmountable. No. Since you uncovered that compartment, I might as well expound on the matter.
We have witnesses and physical evidence. What could you possibly say in your defense?
What I've always said, I never killed a single person.
Ugh, you have some nerve. Saying that when the evidence is stacked against you?
And you are very emotional, Miss Hertha. Calm down. Miss Hertha, you presented a meticulous and convincing case, I'll give you that, but I will not admit to something I did not do.
So, what? You're just going to bombard the court with excuses?
That's a rather dismissive way to refer to an it's an innocent man speaking of his own defense. Besides, I'm not making excuses. I'm exercising patience.
That won't make the charges against you disappear, Mr. Albedo.
Perhaps not, but patience comes with its own rewards. It's easy for things to remain buried in snow until someone comes along and brushes it away. You seem serious but unfazed. Does that mean you really didn't do anything untoward? You mentioned brushing off the snow. Is that supposed to be a hint? Traveler, you were the one who uncovered the notes, right? And I'm assuming you visited the third location marked on the map as well. Yeah. Can you tell us what you found? We nodded our head and gave an honest account of the scene we found on Dragonspine. Whatever was kept hidden in the hole was gone, and the surroundings were the marks of an unknown creature. With everything covered in snow, no one knew there was something to discover in the first place.
Then, there must also have been a body.
Oh shit! I don't want... I don't know which one to trigger it. Hang on. I'm not going to incriminate this guy. I know there's... I remember Natlan, okay? I remember people dying here because I didn't look it up beforehand. Archon quest. I'm looking up the answers. What to click, what to associate. Whoa! Shoot. Oh, shoot! Come on. I'm scrolling as fast as I can. Hang on. And trigger it with... Hang on. Got triggered the third and the second marked location. Interpret the difference between marked locations. Uh-huh. I think it's the thing he killed. Got to unlock the encounters on Dragonspine. Interpret. I'd like to address the court if I may. I was one assigned to investigate the office. I believe the results raise a few questions. Regarding the two cases addressed in the previous trial, it is established that after disposing of the bodies, the defendant used alchemy to restore the ground to its original state. But that wasn't the case at the third location. The hole was still there, with dirt scattered around the perimeter. It looked more like something had been dug up. If this was all done by one person, why wasn't the third scene given the same treatment as the others? Why weren't the traces removed? In addition, the markings on the third location weren't fresh, which suggests that the Dragonspine incident happened at a different time. For those reasons, I still believe there is reasonable doubt in this case. I hope the verdict reflects that. Thank you. Astute as ever, Traveller.
Questions there may be, but allow me to point out, there is no evidence to suggest that anyone besides the defendant knew about the third location. And the map was found in his notes. That fact alone makes him the most plausible suspect. Unless Mr. Albedo suddenly plans to deny that the map belongs to him.
We need to bring up the doppelganger. Allow me to respond to Traveller's point. If all I cared about was proof of my innocence, I would indeed do as you described, Miss Herfa, and deny any connection to that map. But that is not what I intend to do. The map does belong to me, and I did hide things at those three locations.
What?
There were indeed bodies at each location. I did kill and bury someone in Dragonspine.
Ha! So you admit it. Let the record reflect that the defendant has confessed to his crimes.
You're mistaken, Miss Herfa. The story doesn't end there. Some time ago, I encountered an uninvited guest on Dragonspine, someone who wanted to take advantage of the deserted nature of the region to eliminate me in secret. His desire to kill me led to an altercation where I killed him instead and buried the body on the mountain. The third location is marked on the map.
Actually, the traveler Amber Bennett and I were with Albedo that day. The Adventurers Guild was holding an event on Dragonspine. After it ended, we all left the area. If the person Albedo is referring to is different from the one we encountered on the mountain, then the altercation must have occurred after we left.
This only proves that the defendant is guilty on all counts. Those innocent people, their blood is on your hands.
You're being too emotional. No, you're wrong.
You deny it? After admitting to murder for the whole court to hear? You've clearly lost your mind.
For self-defense. If you would let me finish, Miss Herta, I could get to the important part. The man who attacked me on Dragonspine was my height, blonde hair, blue eyes, dressed in clothes nearly identical to mine. So someone who happens to look exactly like you? Exactly like him? So I was right, it does come back to what happened back then.
It's one thing to look similar, but for the clothes to be the same?
What's going on? I don't want to be here anymore.
Regardless, the important thing is that you admit to killing someone on Dragonspine.
Yes, I killed someone that day. Someone who looked nearly identical to me. But I never said that someone was a person. I see. Then it appears I need to withdraw my testimony.
What?
Everyone! I brought her!
Wait, you...
The person who just came in, isn't that Hertha?
What's going on?
Who are you? Why do you wear my face? Hello to you, too.
As you can see, this is Herfa, the logistics captain of the Knights of Avonius.
I see what's going on here. It's all been leading up to this, hasn't it? Your confession. It was all an elaborate stunt to set me up. You want to undermine my credibility? Fine. It doesn't eliminate the mountain of evidence stacked against you. All I want is justice for the people of Mondstadt.
Order in the court. I've been stationed on Dragonspine all these years because that is where the subject of my research lies, the dragon Durin. Several hundred years ago, the dragon of the East, Devalin, defeated Durin in battle, and with the help from Barbatos, sealed his remains on Dragonspine. Durin was created for alchemy, one of the finest specimens of artificial life. As such, death was not a true end for him. His heart still beats and grows more revitalized by the day. My imposter on Dragonspine was a failed specimen abandoned in Durin's stomach, an unsuccessful iteration of their homunculus project.
Homunculus? Are you trying to insinuate that I'm some kind of homunculus? Because it looks to me like the artificial one is standing right there. Some kind of imposter you dragged in from Dragonspine. So this is what I look like when I fly off the handle. You know, they say imitation is the best form of flattery, but your impersonation has overstayed its welcome. Master Jean, what are you waiting for? We've known each other for so long. You recognize the real me, don't you?
The two of you look identical, but judging based on demeanor, the new arrival actually seems more like the Herta I know.
That means nothing. By that logic, I could just as easily accuse the Albedo in this room of being an imposter. How do we know he isn't the fake one? A cold-blooded killer who replaced the real Albedo long ago.
Yeah, same.
Then, how about something only the real Hertha would know? The longest scar on my body. The knights who fought alongside me that day should remember where it is.
I remember. Let's hear your answer.
I'd like to hear Miles' answer first.
Huh?
You don't know? Or you don't remember? I heard you've been acting strange these days. Disoriented? Confused? You were closer to me than anyone during that battle. And yet you don't remember a thing. Strange indeed.
No, my head. It hurts.
The scar is right here.
Why the nerves? I can't imagine this comes as a surprise. Unless your informant on the Knights of Avonius failed to mention the scar on Herta's left arm.
Albedo has done a lot of research into beings like you. If you deny it, then show us your arm.
No need to panic, you can just add it now. You sell it changing your experience, don't you? Or should I say, all spawn of Durin's life force have that ability. A powerful life force, appearance you can change at will. Yet here you stand, formless one, paralyzed to act because you're worried that using that power could affect your accomplices. Accomplices? Mel's must be one of them. There are others too. Most of the beings under the influence of Durin's life force have gathered here, and yet their presence is what impedes her from taking action. Once you attempt to transform, all who surround you will be affected by your power. You can't control it because in this network of living beings, you serve as the core.
Show us your arm. Ugh! Have it your way! Whoa!
Come on, let's go!
What? No!
Hey! They're shielding the imposter!
She's trying to get away. Stop her. Don't let anyone get in your way.
There are others trying to get in. Must be more people under her control.
Time to get moving, everyone.
Whoa! She just leaped across the room!
After her!
Ooh. There's one collapse there. It's time. All units move out. Third company, keep on the imposter's trail. We finally have a chance to talk, but before I explain the events of the past few days, I'd like to make a few things clear. First, I never killed any of my fellow citizens, and I never used human rains as part of an alchemical experiment. Secondly, the event of the past few days were all part of a plan. Most of the members of our order were in on it. As for the witnesses, Master DeLuc picked up on the situation long before today's proceedings. Well, it's quite an involved plan. Inform me next time before I have a heart attack. Indeed, follow me. So the problem did come back to bite everyone. And Hoyo had the same problem of putting all the information in the event that people are going to be absolutely clueless about when they do this Archon quest. Oh dear. Oh dear.
What? How are there monsters in the city?
Crap, the Abyss is involved. They are all monsters from Dragonspine, and attack is imminent. But fear not, we've been preparing for this. We've been monitoring the resurgence of Durin's life force. Its festering nature agitated these monsters. We knew it was only a matter of time before they advanced on Mondstadt. And so we made preparations for an inevitable battle. I was hoping you two could join me and provide assistance in the battle to come.
Of course. Where's our first stop?
Top of the city wall. Oh, Mona's down there. Oh, optional objectives. Hello, Mona.
Master Jean, headquarters should be secure for now. We responded in time and had enough manpower. We can even spare some for mobile support across the region.
Good. Our intel suggests the monsters from Dragonspine could be disguised as Mondstadt citizens. Be sure to exercise caution. Oh, and my divination revealed there are also regular people under the influence of some strange power. Not all of them are monsters. Yeah, so for those people, aim to subdue, not harm. Before you attack, make sure to figure out what you're dealing with.
Understood.
Good to know. Well, to be fair, I was getting sick of the usual Windbloom celebrations. Try and fix it which is faster.
Captain Albedo, honorary knight, and your floating companion.
Yeah.
Some of the people around here are acting strange. Be careful.
Hey there! Fire! Well, with rocks.
Thanks for the help. I don't think we could have managed that on our own.
I hope everyone's alright. We really appreciate the help.
This is an optional. Yeah. No, optional's down here.
Rev the engines!
Watch out!
Burn it down!
Ah, it's your nose. Didn't kill anyone, did I? By being too slow.
Super Cop, it's you.
If you had told me, I would have built my character a bit better.
Come at the beam! Live! Witness my great undertaking!
Come a little closer.
Oh. It's been a while since I unleashed my lightning during Windbloom.
It happened a lot before?
Unleashing lightning on people? No. Once in a while maybe. It sure feels good to let loose though. My old professor even wrote to me About a few days ago. Of course, I made sure to emphasize that I always treat others with kindness. It's only natural for a student to inherit their teacher's ways, after all, and mine was a gentle old man from the Spantamad school. So you see, this time I only used the gentle method of electrocution. So gentle, even Jean would have no reason to interfere.
Huh. Gentle electrocution.
Let's not discuss your kinks in public, okay? You seem to be in good spirits, Miss Lisa. Yeah, it's good to move about every once in a while. Let me free. The cutscene's gone dark. Oh, wait. Kind of helps if I actually just turn on Twitch so I can see what's happening. What if I got comments and there was no one to respond to them? Oh, here we go. Yeah, we're here. Mr. Albedo, Traveller. Everything good here? Oh, good. A few monsters made it into the city, but Master Duke and Mr. Kaya helped me take care of them. Not long ago. Oh, we're getting massive character trials all over the place. They're all boosted.
Absorption test.
Dodge this.
Animal test 6308.
Oh.
Verdict is...
Animal hypostasis emulation. Don't break my glasses.
Oh, so sorry.
Oh.
Oh, where are all these monsters coming from? My sword hand is cramping.
Wait, I think that's Captain Kaya's voice. Maybe he's coming to help. Just hang in there.
Dang right. Fantastic job defending this place, you two. We'll take it from here.
Oh, Captain Kaya, Swan is...
Hey, I'm fine. It's your leg we should be worried about.
Swan, Lawrence, you should get treated by the church. Don't push yourself, we'll take care of things here.
But, Master Diluc, didn't you leave the Knights of Favonius?
What, are Knights of Favonius the only ones capable of defending this gate? It's fine, Master Diluc is just altruistic as always. If a citizen is willing to help out, who are we to turn him away?
Understood. We're grateful for the support.
Yeah, thanks a million. We'll be back soon.
I might have some spare time right now. I was planning to take some potions to help the people fighting. A sound plan. Remember to be careful. I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation where you can't handle, retreat to somewhere safe. Don't worry about the front line. Understood. I've got a lot of hiccups. Let me be support. Ah. Why are they menacing a person's door?
Drag another wardrobe over here.
Vile beast! The Imanat tracks shall not tolerate such a transgression. Hey, official.
Ah, that's the Traveler's voice.
You arrive at the most opportune time, vassal. Sword at the ready. This is reminding people to pull for these characters. Albedo who? Oh, wait. Maybe I do need to get Albedo.
Moments of birth. Coming to be.
Okay. Fear not, the foul monsters have been cast into the void.
Mein Fräulein means to say that you should refrain from going out for the time being. We will continue to protect this area.
All right. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. But, I've never seen a bird that can, talk.
Must be a hole in that door for you to see that.
Ah, no need to worry. I'm Mein Fräulein's humble servant. Please rest assured, I'm not a danger to you.
You can trust him,
no,
I promise.
Of course. I didn't mean it that way at all. I just misspoke.
Yeah, let's go. No matter. My vassals have unfinished duties, yes? Then go forth and smite these wretched beasts. The blessing shall illuminate your path. That's everyone, I think. 20. Shoot, someone's coming. Help me, please. Someone help me.
What's with the freak out? It's just us.
Ah, perfect. I can drop the act. Sorry, I thought you were regular citizens. It's about time. I think we can proceed as planned. I agree. Although it's been a while since I dealt with something this big. It's going to be pretty exhausting. Don't worry, I'll treat you to a drink for your troubles. Just what I wanted to hear.
So, these two know the other's identity then?
People can make new friends when we're not here, you know. Monsters surging in from Dragonspine during a trial. It soon became agitated, likely in response to the core coming under pressure. Still, I never expected those monsters to have become this advanced. The power of evolution cannot be underestimated, especially considering the fact that During absorbed the previous imposter.
Wait, so what about the map? And the missing bodies?
What the witnesses said was true. I did hide those bodies. As I monitored the situation on Dragonspine, I noticed that many who ventured back came back different. Some were under the influence of Durin's powers, but the less fortunate ones had already been devoured by monsters who then assumed their experience to infiltrate the city. Most of those who were placed had no closer relatives, so when their behaviour changed there was no one to notice. The monsters used their disguise to get close to people. I limited two who attempted to attack.
What about the remains Diluc found? Did they belong to one of the victims?
Yes. The monsters slowly digested their victims. Sometimes they even left behind body parts to aid the transformation. All that remained of the first victim was a few strands of hair, and the second, some teeth and bones. Can we just stop a second and just realise that the monsters in question are former Canrians, right? So they've now descended into cannibalism. Lovely. The only bodies Albedo was destroyed were the monster's mimic forms. Then he buried whoever remained of the victim to put them to rest. Well, someone had to do it. Besides, I managed to gather some valuable data on the putrefaction of the bodies. After we defeated that doppelganger Whopperflower on Dragonspine, we promised to tell each other a story, remember? You told me the story of a gardener, I remember. I'm glad. Then you remember what I told you about Subject 2? In his pursuit to replace Subject 1, he transformed a Whopperflower into Subject 3. So there was another imposter on Dragonspine that day. Yes, and that would be Subject 2. I confronted him and buried his body on Dragonspine, so you see, at one point, there was something hidden in that hole you found. But Durin is becoming more revitalized by the day. Under the influence of his power, the monsters dug up Subject 2's body and returned it to Durin's stomach. Durin absorbed the failed creation along with his knowledge and way of thinking. Ever since then, all creatures spawned from his power had the ability to transform their appearance. Humans who ventured into Dragonspine for too long were also bound to fall under Durin's influence, but those effects don't show themselves right away, and the extent of which a person has been infected is hard to perceive. You saw for yourself, didn't you? All those people acting strange, those are the same people who just tried to break into the Night of Favonia's headquarters. Durin's power remains dormant within him until finally it surges to the surface and seizes control. That was also our goal. If we could force a situation where the imposter had no choice but to unleash that power, all those under his influence would become violent. Thus, we would know who was affected.
Wait, so what do? We can't go around hurting innocent people.
Get a rope. Just tie him up and wait till it wears off. That's why I'm here. It would make me look bad if I just lazed around after promising to help. We will use the power of animal to restrain them for now. That should give the knights a chance to subdue them without harm. A specialized team will deal with them later. Alright then, that's the long and short of the situation. It's time to activate that thing, right? Yes. So if there are little secrets other people shouldn't know, my identity for example, keep it to yourself, okay? Alright, this should do it. Harp sounds. I don't know why you're mute. More harp sounds.
Wind currents? Paimon's never seen this many.
There should now be wind currents across the whole city. Everyone, can you hear me? Loud and clear. All units, what's your status?
All good. We have enough manpower to provide support. Requesting assistance at the side gate. Heading over now.
Whoa! It's long-distance wind communication! How is that even possible?
It's all thanks to Lord Barbatos. With his blessing, we will succeed in defending our city. Actually, if you face away from the current and whisper like this, no one could hear you.
No wonder you're crouching down there like you have something to hide.
You didn't have to broadcast that.
Huh? That voice. Venti? Is that you?
Oops.
Oh, you know, just a wandering bard calling for help. Thank goodness Traveller and Paimon and Albedo found me. Got me out of a tough spot. Alright, now that you're okay, we should check on the status of the other areas. Let's go kill more monsters. Thanks, friend. May the animal Archon protect you. How did they get up there? I've got things covered here. Oh, hello, Sucrose. I don't like being in the middle like this, especially on a bridge. Oh, look who it is. Get back from my brother. Phew, that was a close one. I suppose my thanks are in order, Master DeLuca. I'd appreciate the help. No need. I didn't intervene to save you. It was for my own convenience. You were in my way. Oh, well, let me get out of your hair then. I suppose we could work together, but you just melt my ice anyway. It's a powerful reaction. Don't diss it. Suit yourself. Alright, tell me, when did you notice something was off? The first trial. Ah, because of the fake heart attack? No, because of you. Me? What did I do? My defense wasn't passionate enough? No, you weren't nervous enough. Tell me then, Master DeLuca, when do you think I actually get nervous? I suppose we'll see, won't we? Monsters incoming. On second thought, best not to think about it. Don't worry, the Pyro Archon is coming. Oh, maybe not.
Don't get frostbite. Time for retribution!
I can't even see my skin on this, huh? Oh shoot, it ran past me.
Cool it. This moment will be frozen in time.
You move the other way. Oh. Yow. think it was a glitch there. You really want me to suffer, don't you?
Don't get frostbite.
Traveler, now would be a good time to show up.
Retribution.
Oh, seriously? Missed him again.
Freeze.
It was difficult. Well, actually, it's kind of fun. I love running battles. If you had time to make it out here, I'm guessing the other areas are secure.
What? We can't be here because we care?
Maybe it's just the closest spot to the city gate. Maintaining control over the main road means maintaining control over battle as a whole. You made the right choice.
So what's the status over here?
All under control, don't worry. My trusty civilian volunteer and I have this area covered. I think you mean the man who held the title of cavalry captain before you. We don't have to bring that up. But thank you for the lore drop. Well, keep up the good work. We'll go check the status of the other locations. Good luck. Oh, I want to thank you for what you said in court. If I'm not mistaken, you were on my side in the by the end. Believe me, he's had his suspicions since the first trial. I suppose it didn't feel right to believe that someone who helped me in the past could be a cold-blooded killer.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Thank you for trusting me and choosing to fight alongside us. As for you, Kaya, good work as always. We'll see you soon. Of course. Stay safe. Stay safe. Stay safe. I can't pronounce it. So is my volume still gone? Is my volume still on? Yeah, okay, it's still on. Good to know. Oh. Are you going to do that? Are you going to show your actual elemental burst in a cutscene? Because I've never seen you do that, Barbara. I think it'd be kind of cool. And Hoyo wants people to pull for you. And not just go by and not just do a no pool account. Oh yeah. Never used this before.
Let's dance.
Can we heal NPCs like this normally? Hello, guy. Oh, shoot. That's inconvenient timing. So, can we heal NPCs? Like, if I go during a guard the ever quest.
Thank you so much, Miss Barbara. Things are still quite
that seems like a useful
it's
mechanic.
If you all remain inside the cathedral for now.
You got your ass kicked. You need to be out here with you. You're not rushing back out to the front lines, are you? You're still injured.
Don't worry, Miss Barbara. I'll try not to put myself in harm's way. I can help with the logistics from the back.
Well, maybe we can give you a hand. As you said, the situation outside is chaotic. Injured parties should not be left unattended. There are others here who need to get back to the front lines. I'll escort you all by myself.
Of course. Thank you, Miss Rosaria.
Just doing my job. I'll leave the cathedral to you then, Barbara. You can count on me. I don't really know how all of this started, but I do know Jean and others have been preparing for this for a really long time. So I think everything will be alright. No, it has to be. Did I catch it at a bad time, Barbara? No, not at all. Did you need something? I just wanted to tell you that over the next few days, a lot of things are going to happen in Mondstadt, attacks and fighting. So I need you to take care of yourself. Huh? How could you know? Albedo warned us in advance. It's something to do with Dragonspine, and he's our authority on the region. We should take him at his word. Dragonspine, huh? So the city's going to be in danger? Yes, but the Knights of Flonase will do whatever he can to protect the people. But then who will protect you? Don't worry, I'll look out for myself, I promise. Please let them be okay out there. Sister Barbara, could you lend me a hand? Of course, coming! Oh, what? I'm surprised he didn't relocate Bennett to Leeway or something. They're here! Prepare for battle! On guard everyone, incoming monsters at 11 o'clock! Looks like you've got 25 healing shells, 2 blazing axe meter shells, and a bunch of different slimes. Prepare for elemental countermeasures! Roger that. Here we go again. I don't want to do Mika and Amber and Ben. Oh, fuck, we are.
Final warning. Go, Baron Bunny. Bet you can't keep up with.
Oh my. Oh, problem. This is my build. My build is not built. That's a problem. If I'd known I'd be using all these characters.
Engaging.
Okay, at least I'm fully charged in terms of food. Well, that's not my build, that's prototype Amber.
Final warning.
I see what they're doing now. They're making us do a physical Amber build. I don't think you can hit me up here. Oh, fine.
No one escapes my sights.
Okay. This is a terrible team. Can you at least let me use the constellations I've worked very hard to find? Okay, that's fair. So what they wanted me to do was to ignore Mika and just use charge attacks. How did they even get up here? They've got stubby little legs. Our base mages just teleporting them in.
Hertha! Oh, jeez, your voice scared me just now.
What? Still caught up in the imposter incident? I thought you knew about the plan.
Well, after you up and disappeared one day, all Master Jean told me was that you'd be gone for a while on an important mission, and that it'd be better if people thought you were dead. And then, what do you know? Someone who looks exactly like you appears out of nowhere 2 days later. If Master Jean hadn't told me about your mission, I would have fallen for it hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, that's quite a scary thought. I get chills just thinking about it. A monster replacing someone close to you, and you're none the wiser. Don't worry, once this is over, those monsters won't be a threat to us again. Albedo? Are you okay? The trail wasn't too hard on you, was it? I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I was so worried. Same here. I thought it was real at one point. I was in complete shock. So you didn't know Amber? Then it seems you did an excellent job keeping the situation under wraps. No need to worry, you two. I'm no worse for wear. That sounds like you, all right. She's like an impenetrable wall, that one. You're not getting a secret out of her.
Yeah, for sure. She's someone you can really count on.
Wait, so how did you decide Hertha should disappear again? After all this fighting, I can't seem to get it straight.
It was Kaya's suggestion. He said the plan would work best with someone well-known and reputable without being too high-profile. Naturally, Miss Hertha was a perfect choice. We needed to leave a hole in her organization, so she came up with the idea that she would disappear. Ah, so that explains the rumor that someone had fallen during a mission. Of course, it didn't take long for that to get resolved. No, because the imposter fell right into our trap. It was all part of the plan. First, we spread a rumor that Hertia was missing in action after some kind of incident. The news came from Kaya and Herfa's direct subordinates, which was important because we needed it to be credible. Ooh. The imposter saw the gap in our ranks and couldn't help but take the bait. It didn't take long for the fake Hertia to appear on a night's patrol route claiming to have survived her mission.
When did that happen?
Over 6 months ago.
Whoa, what? We've had events in that time. We've met her in time.
Whoa, so this has been a long time in the making.
We had events where we saw her. Yes, and our enemy was more meticulous than we expected. Monsters have been searching for Hertia's body in order to protect the imposter's identity, which is a bit more advanced way of thinking than Subject 2. So we had to wait long enough to convince the fake Hertia she had our trust. Furthermore, we needed to give her time to gather evidence against me and convince herself she had enough to strike.
But how did the Knight's internal information even reach Durin and his monsters?
There's an informant among our ranks.
Uh-oh. Don't worry, Barbreto's already tracked her down. She doesn't have his blessing, so she can't hear what we're talking about right now.
Honestly, this whole situation almost gave Paimon a heart attack. All those awful accusations in the first trial, and you couldn't even defend yourself!
It was to be expected. I couldn't just reveal the truth. It had to be the right moment, or it would have given the imposter even more fuel to use against me. She would have demanded to know how I knew about Dragonspine and the monsters in disguise, and if my true identity got out, the public's trust in me would be gone. It was a trap. You've just been talking this over the broadband. Or wideband. It was a trap, you see. Argue back and expose my origins, or keep my mouth shut and be seen as murderer. Credit you as well thought out.
Yeah, thank goodness we were able to back her into a corner.
Indeed, and I have you to thank for that, Traveller. You probably don't know it, but you've been a part of the plan since the beginning. I didn't even know there was a plan. Thanks for that, by the way. And for that, you have my sincere apologies. I know I kept you in the dark, but I had a reason. This might not sound intuitive, but I did it to make the plan even stronger. From the beginning, I knew I had to leave the letters in my office to be for a fair and independent reader to discover. Someone willing to see the truth. Naturally, I thought of you. I knew you would return for Windbloom. I knew you would agree to attend the trial. And I knew your sense of responsibility and justice as an ordinary knight would compel you to start your own investigation. The fake Herta, Subject 2, has met you on Dragonspine before. If she thought even you had lost faith in me, her confidence might get the best of her, and perfect time for us to strike. Albedo's right, you were part of our plan from the start. I hope you don't take offense at our decision to keep that from you. And please don't be too hard on Albedo. He was just doing his best to look out for Mondstadt. Enough people were involved in the plan as it was, and we had no other choice. Now, okay, but he's treating us to chicken next time. The Honorary Knight and Paimon will always be friends of Mondstadt. We will never forget that.
Aww, that means a lot.
Well, in that case, thank you for thinking of me. It was an honor to take part. It's us who should be thanking you. Let's stop with the backpacking and go kill more monsters.
Wait, was that you just now? Let's go to the side gate to check it out.
No, let's not. Let's go here first. You two okay? Wait, what's wrong?
Gotta say, when I saw you on the side of the road, I thought you were hurt. Not about to whack me in the head.
Okay, maybe his luck does come in handy.
I'm so sorry about that. I was trying to run away, but I just couldn't keep going, so I pretended to be unconscious. Thought I could at least land a surprise hit on a monster that way.
I get it.
You could at least hide in the bush.
That's a pretty common tactic. Oh, Traveler.
What do you mean a common tactic? Albedo,
you're
what?
Here.
Hang on, Albedo, what have you seen? Looks like this person could use some help. We'll search for a place to keep civilians out of danger. This area appears secure, so remain here in the meantime. We'll be back with an update.
Sounds like a plan.
Lovely. I'm all confused. I don't want to go down there right now. Right, Mavika, where are we going? Go for it. Hoyo, can you keep people safe with us? These damn things are more annoying than the disgusting booze hounds. If you want anyone who needs a safe place to wait us out, feel free to send them to the Cat's Tail. I'll be here to watch over things, so Tavern will be safe. Thank you, I'll be sure to do that. Oh. I saw that.
Phew.
Oh. Well. Oh.
Burst forth.
Steady as stone.
Wham. Whoa. Wham. Wham.
Coming to be.
People say don't get Albedo. He's been power creeped. He lets me create crystals. This could be a
good night, sure.
Feel this ancient power. Burst forth.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Don't. Okay. Thanks for the help. That was over a lot faster than I expected. I'm sure you have places to go, so don't let me keep you. Rest assured I'll keep people around here safe. Be careful up there, I know Victor will be ours. At some point, we're gonna have to make a real night. That's the side gate there. I don't want to go to the side gate. I need to. Oh, wrong button. Bennett! Oh.
Albedo, Traveler, got an update for us?
Take her to the Cat's Tail. Diana is sheltering people there. Anyone who needs help is
Got it.
welcome.
I'll take her there right away.
You go do that. Okay, I don't think we've got anything else, so... If we did and I just missed something, I'm going to be very sad. Oh, shoot. Oh. Whoops. Too out of range. Doop-a-doo. Yula! What's happening? Uh-oh.
It's all my fault. I knew Clea was fast, but disappearing like this? I only lost sight of her for 1 second. How am I going to explain this to Albedo?
Uh-oh.
Explain what?
Albedo, Traveler, Paimon. What brings you here?
We're providing mobile support across the region. Was there something you needed to explain? You can tell me anything, I hope you know that.
Yeah, plus we kinda already heard what you said, so...
Yeah, just tell us. There's nothing to be afraid of. We've got ears like bats.
Clea, she disappeared right under my nose. I'm sorry. I'm doing all I can to find her.
I see. Please don't beat yourself yourself up. Clea's,
Something's coming this way, and it doesn't look pretty.
It's Clea in it. Fighting first, conversation later.
She was right next to me, and the next thing I knew, she ran off somewhere. I swear I only lost sight of her for a second.
Oh, this is convenient. Uh-oh, I'm stuck.
Beg for mercy.
Burst forth. Witness my great undertaking.
Those bombs. I see what you mean. She is not to be underestimated.
Ah! Laser whammies. You're using a sacrificial sword on Traveler?
Beg for mercy. Let him cross.
Whoa! I've done trials with Eula who was shittier than the one I've just fought with. Come on. You won. Good work, Clea. I'll be counting on you to protect Eula next time.
Albedo, you can't be serious.
No problem. Just leave it to Clea. Are you going to patrol, Mr. Albedo? Clea heard you went camping for a few days, and these monsters followed you back home.
Camping? Ah, right. The truth isn't suitable for little ears.
That's right. So I needed to report to Master Jean to settle my expenses. If you have some time, I'm sure Eula will be grateful if you escorted her back to headquarters as well.
Of course. I place myself in your capable hands, Spark Knight.
It would be an honor. Clea will do her best. I am not emulating her bouncy voice, okay? I have limits. It's a mess. Huh? Why is there... What is that? Is that just smoke? Okay, whatever. Never got a chance to use this. Is this what I was meant to be doing? Using this to navigate the entire area? Oh, the fountain stopped. Oh. I think I just accidentally killed Navia. Yeah, she can tank it. That should be it for now. Good work, everyone. How did we fare injury-wise? Good, our preparations have paid off. Injuries are few and far between. I have a full record here. Wonderful. I'll review it in a bit. You've been darting all over the place. Everyone alright?
Amber?
Yep, right as rain. We're back. Clea kept Miss Eula safe the whole way. That's amazing, Clea. Eula was lucky to have you. Looks like we're still missing a few. Reporting back, Master Jean. Mission complete. Good to have you back safe and sound. And great work, everyone. This operation could not have happened without all of you. Your leadership is what made it possible, Master Jean. It's been a busy few days. You should take a well-deserved break. I will, but I believe you deserve one most of all. My work isn't finished, please. I'm afraid I've got a few loose ends to tie up. Loose ends? Ah, yes, of course. We can talk about it back at headquarters. Traveler and Pamela should be there too. Alright, everyone who finished their work should head back to their quarters or to the church to get some rest. Wanna come with us, please? Clea, we can drink some tea and eat some freshly baked moon pies. Yes, yes! Never tried a moon pie before. Hi, everyone. Venti, thanks for everything. I know there were a few difficult moments along the way. Ah, well, does that mean you saw me running for my life? No apologies. Just forget I said anything. Just kidding, but you're right. It was tough out there. I almost lost my hat to the wind several times. Any notable information on the wind? Of course, I was out the city wall for quite some time. I heard all sorts of things. As for something notable, well, I picked up an anxious voice and a child's anger. Durin has been isolated for centuries, but absorbing the subject's Hugh's emotions allowed him to understand certain truths about this world and his existence, including the fact that he is no longer Mother's only child. Her most perfect creation has obviously found that fact difficult to accept. The emotions he felt in response were quite genuine, and dare I say human. If I eliminate the perfect creation, I will be the only child Mother needs. This mindset arose out of Durin's instinct to compete and survive, and came to dominate all those around him. Of course, the absorption of subjects whose knowledge allows him to take a more intelligent approach, accusing me of murder. In the end, however, Durin still lacks sufficient social intelligence. The fact that his army even got this far is a miracle.
Oh, no wonder Venti sensed a child's anger through the wind.
That same feeling, it's close. Uh-oh. Phonia? Ah, Miss Phonia, here to make your report?
Oh, nothing much to report, actually.
It's in a name, she's fake. Is that so? During the battle we were talking about your transfer to the 7th Command. You were in charge of patrols and post-battle reconnaissance this time. How did everything go?
Good. No problems.
I see. So if you don't mind me asking, why did you come from that direction and why are you alone? Did you think we were still meeting at the side gate? That was a change of plans. We sent a message over the wind in the last few minutes of battle. There were a lot of changes during the operation, but I imagine you missed those as well, because you're under Durin's influence and have been since your trip to Dragonspine over 6 months ago. Don't move. Let's continue this discussion back at headquarters. Don't be scared. I'll figure out a way to free you from his power soon. It was definitely in the name. Why can't we get one of those nice NPCs to pull on, huh? It's not fantastic and fantastically coloured hair, but I mean, Jane's basically plain Jane. The hunger of many. Open the door. In we go. Alright, the others are looking after Phonia. Please tell me you can help her. I can, as long as the rest of the operation goes well.
Wait, the operation isn't over. What do we do now?
What happens next is more of a personal project. I've consulted Venti about the possibility of calling a tripartite conference. Ah yes, that's a relatively new tradition. Grandmaster Varka came up with the idea a few years ago. I still remember when he approached me about asking the lovely ladies of the Hexen Circle for a small favour. The Terminus caught me off guard. If I hadn't known any different, I'd have thought he was talking about his older sisters or something.
Older sisters? Is Varka really young or something?
I wouldn't actually call him young, but he's not old either. He's the type to crack a joke at every opportunity, so whatever age that is. Indeed. I hope he's the last one. Anyway, the Tri-Party Conference is a gathering of 3 parties, the Hexen Circle, the Annual Archon, and the joint forces of the Knights and the Church of Favonius. You're all linked? You all know each other? Lord Barbitos was able to facilitate a meeting between Varkas and the mages. Varkas has quite a way of words, so he was able to gain their favour and convince them to agree to a very important request. Namely, that in Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages would turn and lend their aid to our nation. Yes, now I have a request of my own. So I would need the conference to convene once again. Venti, if you would. Of course. Traveller, pass me the Dodo communication device.
Huh? You're gonna use that thing to call them?
Just watch and learn. Okay, I think I should do it.
What's that ringing? Is it the wind or something?
Hold on, that's not the right voice.
Wait. Barbados?
Varka? Grandmaster? Oops, I put the wrong number. Sorry, Varka, you're probably busy right now.
Considering I'm surrounded on both sides with a group on my tail looking to turn me into mincemeat, yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, well, have fun with that. We can talk some other time.
All right, pass along my regards. Oh, and I still owe you for those drinks, don't I? Just take it from my stash. I keep it in...
I like him. He'd better be old and grizzly.
Hey! He was just about to tell us where to find his secret stash!
Don't tell me he hid it between the great tree of Winter Eyes. That seems a bit much, but it also seems perfectly on brand for a Knight of Favonius. Dodico, Dodico.
Hello? Who is this?
Greetings, Miss Alice. It's Venti.
Venti? Nope, it doesn't ring a bell.
You're really gonna tease me like this? Fine. It's Barbados.
Apologies, just a bit of fun. What can I do for you, dear Barbados?
You still remember the tri-party conference, right? I'm calling on behalf of a friend. He's asking for a meeting.
Oh? And which brave soul is it this time?
It is me, Aunt Alice. Albedo, captain of the Knights of Favonius investigative team, requesting a formal meeting with the Exon Circle.
And what is your wish, dear Albedo?
I want to accomplish something unprecedented.
How unprecedented? Something even your mother Rhine-daughter never accomplished?
In terms of technique, no, but in terms of location and materials, yes.
Okay, that makes no sense.
You've piqued my interest. I'll be right there.
Visibly? Be right where? Here, as in this office?
Hello again, everyone.
Oh. Hello, Aunt Alice. I see you've turned yourself into a giant Dodico. I'd still pull for you. That's not an indictment of how ugly you are, because you actually look kind of cute like this. So can I please put this on the banner?
Darling, isn't it? It even has its own hat.
Wow, the attention to detail.
She's in cosplay.
Pleasure to see you all again. It's been a while. On behalf of the Hexen Circle, I hereby grant Albedo's request.
You don't even know what it is.
I'm guessing you still need to prepare. Take your time. Just come find me at the long table when you're ready.
Oh, that long table.
Aw, that's nice of you.
Huh, I suppose it's just my nature, darling.
Thank you, Aunt Alice, and lovely cosplay. Before we set out, there's someone you need to meet. Head to my office. He's waiting for you there. Is it another pullable character? How are you doing, Venti? Did so much for us this time, Lord Barbatos. I don't even know how to thank you. Yeah, don't thank me at all. Please, this makes it seem... It makes it seem like I'm useless the rest of the time. You know that's not what I meant. An Archon has her own calculations. Who am I to question her wisdom? Okay, now you give me too much credit. I admit I'm not the most proactive Archon. You have your own hard work to thank for this result. And oh, our friends in the honorary knight in Paimon, of course. Worried about Albedo's plan? I can't help it. I have full confidence in the abilities. It's just an instinctual response. In the end, if he sets his mind to something, I know he'll succeed. I trust him. And that is good to hear. Someone we need to meet. Head to the office. Okay. Upstairs we go. And I'm glad we can finally go upstairs. There's nothing up here. But I think those other doors will open in time.
Have you ever wondered why Albedo always keeps his office closed? Paimon bets there's a secret snack stash hidden around here somewhere.
It's not really the time Paimon. Oh! Hey, not so loud.
Mini Turin, what are you doing here?
Well, actually, I've been kind of helping you guys in secret this whole time. I tried tapping Paimon on his shoulder during the battle, but he floated away too fast. You weren't there? Yeah, I've been in Mondstadt for a few days now. I kept myself out of sight. I thought people might be scared of me.
Oh, don't worry.
I was very surprised. I was just very surprised. Thank you.
So, what brings you here? Oh, is it Windbloom? There are a ton of fun games this time of year.
No, it's his IRL counterpart. Where's Wanderer? I did sneak off to the festival for a bit, even though I couldn't play the games because of all the people. I still had a lot of fun. But that's not why I'm here. Albedo and I made a promise to accomplish something great together.
What do you mean?
I'm going to replace the Durin on Dragonspine. I'm going to be one who's revived and brought into this world.
Wait, didn't that already happen? You left the storybook world, and now you're here.
People who missed that event are going to be absolutely clueless. They're going to have to put that event at least somewhere back in this story. Sorry, I should be more specific. Albedo said he can use alchemy to turn me into a pullable human.
What?
Human transportation. So you're Albedo's intended subject, but you're so cute like this. Yeah, he's been working on it for a long time.
And that's what you want, Mini Durin? To become human?
But you're so cute like this. I'd buy a plush of you if I could find one. I don't know if want is the right word, where I don't even know if there's a right answer to a situation like this. But I do know I have just as much of a right to this name. I don't want to lose to the other Durin. It isn't as simple as just changing forms. I know. Albedo talked to me about that. He said that Durin and Dragonspine is a lot more aggressive and primitive, almost like a beast. But Mum created me in a storybook. The pure parts of me can balance out the evil parts of him. If I'm honest, I don't know what that will look like, if it can still be me once I become one with that part of him. Maybe without complete soul, there was never really a me to begin with. Albedo said these kinds of questions are normal. We're all just trying to figure out who we are. But I'm not afraid of change. I want my life to have meaning. And suppressing an evil dragon and becoming human both sound pretty meaningful to me. So don't worry, no one has forced me to make this choice.
Well, turning you into a human sounds like a huge project. No wonder Albedo wants to get the mage's approval.
Yeah, I'm really grateful to him. We're all in the same, kind of in the same boat, you know. Albedo told me he's the Krenda Prince, a synthetic human. And if this works, I'll be one too. We'll be the only two of our kind in the whole world. Alchemical creations allowed to live in human form. If all living things are grouped together by species and there's only one other person like me in the world, I guess it makes us family.
Definitely. You've just gotta trust one another.
I don't think the alchemy's gonna get a bit weird.
While we're on the subject, does your friend Hack know about this?
Yep, I told him I was coming here to fill this duty. He didn't try to stop me, just told me to get a move on then. He didn't say it outright, but I think he supports my decision. Maybe he even thinks it's a good idea to go through with this. I'm a little scared, of course, but excited too. Anyway, I'm really glad to talk to you at a time like this. I feel a lot better now, so thanks. But he's so cute like this. Look at him. I want him like this. Well, he'd better have horns as a human and wings. Give him like some sort of gliding ability. Go to location. Wait, are you talking? Oh, they are. Imaginary theater. In we go. Probably a good thing I didn't teleport out. I think I'm suitable. Oh. Hello, Alice.
Welcome, one and all. Please sit wherever you like.
So no unspoken rules to be aware of. I don't want to unwittingly park myself down to some important lady's chair.
I highly doubt anyone's going to mind where you sit, Lord Barbados. But thank you for being so considerate. Jean didn't fancy tagging along?
Well, what happened in the city today? If she was left, there would be no one to earn to lead the Knights of Felonious.
All right, never mind. I was just hoping to treat her to some tea. So, tell me, Albedo, what is this outrageous and audacious plan of yours that I've been hearing murmurings about?
Alright, I'll get right to the point. And I intend to kill the evil Durin in Dragonspine.
Oh?
And I'd also like to request some alchemical reagents from the Hexen Circle.
Which ones? I'm all ears.
First would be the flesh of that immortal monster from the Mare Javari.
Interesting. What else?
The other is a portion of the embryo left by my mother, Rhine-daughter.
Ah, the raw material from which she created her monsters in the past. There's not much of it left. Dragon blood, monster flesh, and embryo. Sounds to me like a formula for creating life.
Correct. Durin's heart has continued to beat ever since the day he died. That means it's just a matter of time before he eventually returns. It could be centuries away or millennia, but the day will come. I've spent years investigating it in Dragonspine, and I'm well aware of the danger he poses. He's already posed a considerable threat to Mondstadt in less than half of his original strength. There's no telling how dire the consequences could be if he ever regained his full life force. Hence, if we want to free of the dangers imposed by his blood and limited vitality, we find a way to eliminate Durin entirely. Unfortunately, Durin is a special entity. Even after death, he could awaken at any moment. So the solution is to kill him and then resurrect him in a different form. Upon resurrection, he will no longer be the creature he once was. In fact, he will no longer be a monster at all. Because I intend to transform him into a human-like being. During the summer, Clea and I visited a fairy tale world called Sumilanka. It was created by mages from the Hexen Circle, so I'm sure you know of it.
Of course. It was even the home of one of M's children the other day. Oh, I see.
It was during that journey that I learned with certainty that Durin would return to life one day. The experience inspired me. I met the pure soul Em had created, and I knew if I wanted to change Durin's fate, he could be the key. To that end, I devised an alchemical model for transmutation. The soul will come from the fairy tale dragon of Sumilanka, the blood from the original dragon's heart, and the monster remnants from Mare Javari and embryo mother left behind will form the flesh. The corrosive nature of dragon venom and heightened vitality of the monster's remnants will offset each other, keep the constructed body in perfect balance. A powerful side effect that can be triggered when festering forces and life energy collide in an chemical setting, the results are sure to be nothing short of astounding.
The glint in your eye when you talk about these ideas. You really are your mother's child.
Do you see that as a bad thing, Aunt Alice?
Of course not. To me, you're both extraordinary individuals. I find you fascinating.
Like a bug under a microscope, that's what it feels like.
In any case, now I see why you asked Venti for help. The raw materials you seek are extremely valuable. The misuse of even the tiniest amount could cause unimaginable chaos. That said, we're happy to give you what you need. But there is one condition. You need to prove you can wield them. And so, you must pass the Hexen Circle's trial.
I understand. I figured something like this might happen. That's why I asked the Traveler to come along. Oh, you need convincing? I thought you wanted to keep an eye on me. Who knows what sort of outlandish things I might attempt for someone to keep me in check. I'm not going to argue with you.
So you know our tricks, huh?
Aunt Alice has always loved a spectacle. Any chance to witness friends come together to support one another.
Well, success means little if you have no one to celebrate it with, no? Although, I'm afraid dear Paimon will have to sit this one out.
What? Why?
The
teeny
Hexen
tiny.
Circle trials are no walk in the park, my dear. Besides, I already decided on the structure. There's only
Lovely.
room for 2 participants, I'm afraid. No more, no less. You understand, don't you, Paimon? Oh, don't be too angry with your dear aunt.
Okay. You can turn off the charm. Paimon will stay behind.
Thank you for being so understanding. Then, whenever you two are ready, interact with the chessboard on the table. It will guide you through the trial.
Then let me make a formal request. Will you go for the trial with me? Of course, let's do this. Are you ready? Just about.
Then, my dear children, get ready for a taste of the Dodo King's magic.
Theatricality at her best. Oh, whoa. Wow. Was the drop really worth it? Or was the drop really necessary? I'll admit, I do have a confession. I did have a look at this game before I started. Well, it's starting to keep in with the hex and circle modualities. We've been shrunken down to chess piece size.
Whoa, you're so tiny now. Take extra care of yourselves, okay?
Yeah, this is unnerving. What is it? Nothing. It says Paimon's voice is even louder than usual when I'm this size. She's always so energetic and lively. Nothing can dampen her spirits. Don't worry, you'll be back with her again in no time.
You sound pretty confident, Albedo.
And Alice, I didn't realize you'd be personally conducting the trial.
Well, since your mother has to recuse herself, who better than I to put your abilities to the test? I have prepared quite a riveting new performance just for you two. See? Defeat them in battle. Prove to me that you have what it takes to achieve your goal. Swashbuckle your way to victory like gallant fairy tale heroes.
I'm really starting to dislike the hex and circle.
Burst forth. Feel this ancient power.
Watch out! Fire!
One-third time is far too slow.
Feel this ancient power. A moment, please.
Oh, get over here.
Witness my great undertaking. Moments of birth.
Light it up!
Hey there!
King and Queen should present a united front.
Great undertaking.
Let's have a ball.
Uh-oh.
Time to shine!
Wrong button. Whoa.
Watch out!
Psychotic witch.
Witness my great undertaking.
Psychotic witch. I hate her. Wasn't as hard as I thought it would be.
It had to be this form? A toy really doesn't suit me.
This one doesn't seem like Alex.
Well done. But this isn't over. I will now preside over the second trial. Stare straight ahead, and you will see things as they appear.
Is this
But
Rhind
change
off
your
her?
perspective, and you will see them as they are.
Whoa. Oh, we're back in the book. Sorta. Oh, it's the second phase. Dodge out the way, dodge. Dodge.
The trial awaits.
Ah. I see. We are in trouble. Whoa.
Hey there!
Whoa.
I must do my duty.
Let's begin. Not bad.
A symphony of cannon fire!
Just don't get stuck in the barrel.
The show begins.
It is time to slay our foes with one almighty
This calls for some
strike!
pomp and ceremony. Moments of birth. Good lord, I was forgetting your lines.
Okay, quick.
Where were we?
Watch out!
Yeah! Burst forth.
You're it, Navia.
Let us dance, my dearest!
Right, great undertaking. Steps this time.
Now, burst forth.
Jesus, Rick.
Burst forth.
Ah. Whoa.
Feel this ancient power.
Whoa. I'm not losing this. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
A towering return to form!
Feel this ancient power. Now, burst forth.
Oh no! Sorry, my dear.
Yeah. Whoa, that was pure luck.
Witness my great undertaking. Blundering oath, you're ruining the show. The final act is upon us.
Whew. Got it. I'm rusty. But we survived that. There better not be another stage after this.
Yes, very well done.
Barbalov. Okay, that's her. We did it.
Oh, they've grown up so fast. I'm so proud.
Really? Well then, I'll leave you to debrief the others about today's events.
Huh? You're leaving already?
You did marvelously today. I'm thrilled for both of you. And should you feel the need to gloat profusely to that student of mine so she knows to up her game, be my guest.
Wicked witch.
Lovely tea party. But that'll do me for now. Until next time, my dearies.
You're just going to up and leave? Barbie? You'll have to forgive Barbalov. She's always on the move. And she never says where she's going either. I think she enjoys the mystique.
Yeah, but she was quickly shoved her into the body of a toy. That's probably why she's leaving so fast.
If I had to guess, she's probably going for a walk. She's a very health-conscious individual.
An enthusiastic walk?
Barbie was satisfied with your victory. And so am I. Congratulations to you both. You can come back now. Oh, whoops. I need to turn you back to normal first, don't I?
Please. Don't want to have to give Paimon lessons in wielding a sword. Dang, it would be nice to be the spectator for once. Oof.
You're finally back! Great job! You made it all look so easy!
Yeah, Navia kind of died, but okay.
Nice to have you back safe and sound. Now time to relax and switch off. You've earned it.
Thank you. Felt pretty good to beat the trial. Once you've rested up, let me know when you're free. We'll head to Dragonspine.
To deal with the Dragon of Dragonspine, right?
Indeed, the sooner we deal with Durin, the better. I'll admit, I didn't expect this quest to take this long. We're still going to finish it, but...
Nice to have you back safe and...
So, no lore, she's not going to drop anything. It's the first time we've been able to actually use abilities in here. Well, actually, now that I'm here, I may as well take the opportunity to do the thing I want to do. If it works. No, I can't crawl up the walls. Unfair. Let's start over here, though. Dang it. Okay, can I get up there? Yes! I'm up. You stop. Okay. Can I get further up? I don't think I can get further up. Just noticed there's a settee on the ceiling. Nah, never mind. No, can't even get an explanation of Wolfie out of her. But we did get up to the second floor. This is the extent of my game breaking. Here we go. To Wormrest Valley. I am very excited about this.
Try and stop me.
Yep, this place is as freezing as ever. Hyman's hands are turning to ice.
Want to come in my hood?
You sure? Is it warm in there?
It should take the edge off. It might improve your mood. Oh, it's brighter than ever. Is this going to affect the dragon spine spear thing? Because I didn't actually get enough of those swords. Those dragon fangs.
Still beating away after all this time.
Leave it to me. You two stay on guard. Oh, not again. I remember this. I think Durin would need to be here.
May Paimon ask a question?
You may.
Who is Durin to you? Do you think of him as one of your kind? And is he a dragon, person, animal, or monster?
For an alchemical perspective, we're both artificial creations, but biology speaking, we have no relation whatsoever. So to say we are kin would be categorically incorrect.
Sounds like you prefer humans to dragons, then.
It's not so much a matter of preference, rather, as things stand, I would say I belong to the class of human, albeit a unique category thereof. But then again, most forms of life in this world possess some unique traits. I'm perhaps the most unique among humans, and I'm the only one of my kind, but soon there will be never just like me, assuming this alchemical project proves successful. I believe many Durin already told you of his intent to replace Durin the Dragon Spine. After my conversation with him, he also expressed a strong interest in becoming human. It's a fascinating prospect, not to mention an extremely challenging one, but I understand why he came to that decision. Yeah, understood in the broadest sense, this project deals with both past and future, and stands to profoundly impact many lives. This primarily what makes it worthwhile. Helping Mini Durin become who he is, who wants to be, is a secondary consideration, though still a meaningful one. By contrast, my personal motivations are nothing so grand and meaningful. I'm just pursuing something I believe in. In my view, to cultivate life in a world in which the world cannot generate, and to generously is to cultivate the world itself. Whatever aids life in attaining a greater level of perfection improves the world by doing so. It is not a question of whether this ought to be done or not, merely whether I wish to. The alchemical enterprise is concerned with deciphering and comprehending all forms of knowledge. That is the path I walk. Of course, that is not to say this is a science experiment to me. Anything that affects monsters I approach first and foremost as a member of the Knights of Favonius. Does that answer your question to satisfaction? Satisfactory? Well enough, thank you. Finished.
Looks like a golden energy has encased the dragon's heart.
And shrunk it. The whole heart would be too big. I don't need that much. Instead, I just removed the core. The rest will soon lose its vitality completely, so we best get those dragon fangs. This time, Durin's body should finally die for good.
Wait, but in that case, what's gonna happen to the fake Hertha? And what about the people who fell under Durin's influence?
They'll probably wake up. The Knights will keep an eye on them, but as far as I'm concerned, eliminating Durin's influence on the citizenry and creating a new Durin through alchemy is one and the same thing. Armed with his heart, I'll be able to complete the alchemical array and deal with these issues in one go. To Orban. Okay. Back to Mondstadt we go. Yeah, we messed up. We should have gotten as many of those fangs as we could. I suppose this means we're going to have to explore other worlds in co-op. I think that should work. Let's call it a day here. Thank you for accompanying me.
Pleasure. We sure learned a lot.
Once it's a lively place in Windbloom Festival, you should take a look around and pick out some nice souvenirs for yourself.
Oh yeah, the festival! Wonder who the Windbloom star is gonna be this time. Well, we've been too busy dealing with this situation the entire time. Who else would be free to work during the Windbloom Festival?
I'm sure we'll find out on the day off. Right. I think we're going to have a talk. A very quick talk. Orban, as far as I remember, was at this camp. Could be wrong. But I'm rather curious. Trying to remember who. Orban. Nothing, apparently. Suppose I'll have to wait until after the quest. Oh! So we can do it here too. Yeah, okay, I'll have to collect more, but it works here now. They've moved it. Don't know what the explanation for that is. Let's head over, shall we? one hell of an adventure. I did love it. But we did get an answer. I can't believe I remembered an NPC's name. I don't think I've talked to him since I first started this game. Well, I suppose it's a sign I have to create more dragon spears.
The Windbloom Festival is about to begin! Let's go check it out!
Oh, come on, let me out.
Rev the engine!
Yep. Not really fond of this, but it's better than walking into a mess. Or walking into a vent. Is this how they're going to manage it for new players? Because they're going to be bombarded with quests. And it should stop conflicting quests as well. Like a better version of focus mode. As you all know, during this year's Windbloom Festival, the people of Mondstadt have banded together to defeat several waves of monsters that try to invade our city. Accordingly, we would like to award the title of Windbloom Star to someone who made an outstanding contribution to the defense operation. This is someone who may not look like a strong warrior, but whose keen insight played a vital role in gaining control over the conflict. His words and songs have a way of lifting people's spirits, and they were a great support to us all. Let's give a round of applause to this year's Windbloom Star, Venti the Bard.
Wow! Amazing!
Venti!
Oh, no, you're really going to pick me? Why not? You're the perfect person for the job. Oh, alright. Does that mean I get unlimited free drinks at the tavern? I'm sure they'll be more than happy to support this year's Windbloom Star. If you'd like, you can take a drink while you give your acceptance speech to the crowd. In that case, let me swap out the speech for a song. Everyone, the best bard in the land is about to begin his performance, so don't go away, gather round and lend me your ears. Do I have to sing this? I'm here to exercise the prayer formations. Ubiquitous earth, flowing water, refining earth, fortifying wind. Traverse the 18th, worldly and 20th passage. Emergent soul, enter the mortal realm. Elevate flesh and flesh into sacred bone and blood. O sages, witness my grand endeavour. How was it? Not bad, right? He's got wings and horns. Everything I asked for.
Albedo, how did everything go?
Very smoothly, I'd say. We achieved our goal.
Really? So Mini Durin looks like a human now?
Correct. However, his newly formed body is still stabilizing. We should give him some time. Incredible work, Albedo. I graciously accept the compliment. It really is rather remarkable what we've accomplished.
So, how do you feel right now?
Quite good. I did what I set out to do and achieved a personal goal. I think even she would have made a rare facial expression had she seen it.
She?
Rhine daughter. My master and mother, Gold, Rhine daughter. A long time ago, she sent me to Mondstadt with instruction to complete a task of monumental importance, to find the truth of the world. I had a fear about what she meant, and in time I was able to corroborate it. Sure enough, finding the truth of the world basically stood for getting a life. It might be easy for most people, but for someone like me, it meant doing a lot of learning about a lot of things. I had to find out about myself and the world around me, get to know me, and get to know other people. Life is the space that exists between me and the world. To become truly human, I had to inhabit that space. So for an artificial human, finding a life is in some sense equivalent to finding the truth of the world.
So that's what she meant, huh? Well, no wonder those monsters wanted to infiltrate the city and replace you. They wanted your life for themselves.
Being alive is just existing, but having a life is what makes you truly human. I think that's the message she wanted to get across to me. Still, I found this whole series of events has given me new inspiration. Becoming human is only beginning. What follows is the choice a human has to make in life, as well as the kind of family bonds they'll form. Most people would probably see the events of the last few days as something out of a nightmare. But for me, it's just part of my family life. I fear that the carefree existence my brother has enjoyed thus far will come to an end. Just like me, who will have to step into the world and face the same constraints as everyone else.
You've got an unusual family, that's for sure.
Well, I suppose we get it from our mother. She's highly unusual. There are all kinds of families in the world. Some base their lives around the family store, others around the farm. In my family, I suppose we tend to the flower beds. And now I'm a gardener too. Well, as long as you feel you've gained something from the experience. Master never showed her face, but if the Hexen Circle knows what I've done, that means she knows as well and gave her approval. Since devouring Niberius, it would seem she's finally found a modicum of peace. And if so, I'm truly happy for her. She didn't always have a penchant for madness, you know.
Devouring Niberius? What's Niberius?
Where have I heard that before? It's the name of the ruler of life.
What?
What? Aunt Alice told me about it not too long ago, but it came as no surprise. I knew Master would do it sooner or later. As for the ruler of life, all I know is this. Niberius is not gone. Instead, because of Master's actions, she and Niberius are now one, so you have a fantastic boss battle coming up. In any case, thank you so much for your help during this ordeal and for choosing to stand by my side through it.
Of course. That's what friends are for.
Paramount took the words right out of my mouth. Hearing you say that means more than I can say. I'll make sure to pass along the sentiment when I report back to Master Jean.
Oh, so you're heading back to headquarters?
Already?
Well, good luck with the report.
Thank you, I'll get going.
Wow, this Windbloom Festival turned out to be a special one. It feels like we really made a difference.
Yep, and all those other players who never experienced a Windbloom event are going to feel very, very confused.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot. If the Windbloom star has already been chosen, what is this year's Windbloom gonna be?
Want to take a guess?
Venti, you're back.
Well, I couldn't keep my two dear friends in the dark about this year's Windbloom. What do you think of this, Cecilia? I like it. The true feelings of the prodigal son. A sentiment as sweet and warm as gentle spring breeze. Perfect for the season. Traveller, give me your hand. The mages are very pleased that you and Albedo managed to pass our trial. Albedo received the materials he sought, so you deserve something in return as well. The Hexen Circle wants you to have this. It contains something entirely one of a kind, a secret of sorts. When the time is right, it will reveal itself to you. So, no need to open it right away.
Wow! A gift and a mystery all in one! The mages sure love their secrets, huh?
What is it? According to the center, you're probably the only person who can make use of something like this. So I suppose it belongs with you. Alright, thanks. What is it? Ah well, all I did was deliver it, though I did go to great lengths during this whole ordeal. I suppose our reward for my efforts wouldn't be out of the question.
You've helped a lot, Venti. How about we treat you to a drink?
Yep. We'll hand over the money to Diluc and he can just give you as many alcoholic drinks as you want. Really? I'll hold you to that, you know? I'm no going back on your word.
Of course, Dad! Let's go to the tavern right now!
Music to my ears, I'm so happy I could fly. It's like this festival is made for me, son. When no lover means for the songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, but not for a hero could set us all free. Through shadows so cold he sought wisdom untold, chasing our fragrance the wind only knows. Thus wistfulness waned and faded to night, as he stepped from the darkness and into the light. That was a lovely little ditty. I feel like we missed out on something, because there are people sitting in the center there. Oh, yeah, Windbloom Festival has ended on the same day it started. Decoration's gone. Ah well. It was pretty for the short time it lasted. You gonna gossip? Gossip? No, you're all just talking about Natlan. You're not talking about what happened here. Okay, can I just get out here? Oh. So that was indeed an event. What is lit up here? Okay. And I suppose I'll see you all tomorrow. But right now, I'm going to head off to sleep. Okay. I like this quest. I really did. I also like the rewards I got from it. Is there a way to feel it? Oh, wrong button. Tomorrow we'll be doing the event. Or some of the event. Or possibly the character thing. Ah, I did think it was there. We're not going to be doing this today. Because I'm tired. But we know it exists. And tomorrow, we'll lead off that tomorrow, okay? Now. Good night. And I hope you all have sweet dreams.